Hello, friends. I just wanted to make a really quick video. Last night I made it back to America, and on my last flight, it was very interesting because I was sitting in the front of a guy that was talking a lot. I realize in life, being an observer, is that I hear a lot of people talking about a lot of things, but they really don't be saying nothing. And I heard within his conversation quite a few things. He was a physicist and had a lot of degrees and a lot of accolades. And he mentioned quite a couple things. And then he talked about how he was confused about the blood moon, which I had the opportunity to stop and see last night. And so I was like a little, I don't even know how to explain it, like confused, a little flabbergasted about, yes, young man.
Can we go?
Is everybody ready to go? I'm at the playground with my son and his siblings. So I'm gonna make this quick anyway. He said he was confused on how the blood moon was even existed. No, he said it's crazy. That's the term he used. He said, it's crazy, he said. And I had turned around and I was like, wait, what? You said the blood moon is crazy, but I heard you commenting on war and how you know people and that make weapons that kill others. But what's crazy to you is the blood moon. And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So when I began talking to him, he said he was a Christian, he's a scientist, and he believes in facts and, yada, yada, yada. And he eventually excused himself from the conversation. I see, just because you have degrees, I realized the more you stay in school, the more logical you become, and the desensitized and disillusioned you become as a human being. Because he could not understand when I was asking him questions, like putting it together for him. Like, you think that war is okay. He's like, well, war has been going on since the beginning of time. That doesn't mean it's right. Just because the murdering of mass populations of people has been happening in our reality, it does not mean that it's okay, and it should never be condoned, right? The only entity that is able to pass out judgment is God, the creator. The only entity, no human being ever has the right. Just because you have a position of power doesn't mean you're entitled to condone killing individuals or mass populations. And he thought that it was okay. And so that means you're just disillusioned that murdering people, who are we as individuals to make judgment on other people? Like, I don't even understand the whole court systems, like judge and jury and lawyers and stuff, because unless you're absolutely angels and you have been angels your entire life, can we hand out judgment on other people? And there's nobody on this earth that has lived the lifespan of an angel their entirety of their lifespan. But he couldn't get it. He couldn't get it. I get it that he couldn't get it because he thought he was so smart that what he believed in was okay. And that means you're disillusioned because your perception can only see things a certain way. That means we have a limited view, right? We see so much in our reality. Like, we take in so much in our optics, but how we interpret it is how we are educated, how we are raised. Our belief system skews our reality, which also skews our perception. And this man had all the master's degrees and all the accolades and new presidents and but he wasn't an in-touch human being with humanity, that clearly the murdering of people was okay in his reality. So he excused himself from the conversation. He had to go to the bathroom or whatever. Clearly, he didn't want to hear what I had to say. Most people don't. No, most people don't want to hear the truth, because if you hear the truth and you take it on and you believe it, that means everything that you have believed beforehand is wrong. And that also means that your reality now has to shift and it has to change. So what's the message here today, friends? Is open your eyes to a different perspective, that being a human being actually means being a decent individual. That means being kind and loving and compassionate for yourselves and for other human beings. Harming another human being is never okay. Hurting another human being is never okay. Not by your hands, not by the hands of anyone else, okay? That's never okay. I don't care what job position you have. That's never okay. I don't care if you're a cop. I don't care what position of authority that you hold or stand in. Harming another being is never okay. And let me tell you, God is handing out judgment. It's 2025. People are awakening. Karma is happening. So whatever you reap, you shall sow. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. Okay? Pay attention to your behaviors and question your own belief system. Like, where did this stuff comes from? Okay. Our reality as we see it is not exactly what we think, because we see it from a limited view, friends. We are creatures of God, and God did not put us here to be harming and hurting other people. Yes, he gave us free will, and with our free will, we have choices, and the choices we make will in fact be the bed that we lie in sooner or later in life. That's just the message for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. And hopefully this message resonates, that, you know, we are human beings and we're here to uplift one another, not to tear down one another, and not to destroy one another, okay? My messages are always helpful, enlightening, loving, kind, and compassionate, because we are amazing beings. Here to have a wonderful time, not here to stomp all over the next person, okay? We're not here to be crabs in a barrel and pull other people down. We're supposed to be reaching our hand in and lifting each other up and out, okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful day, friends. Thank you always for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. And have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.